There's no ending or fade out to that song. It just sort of stops. Hello. Hello. And welcome to Anstrem. How art thee? How art thou? No, thou singular. It's you, isn't it? How art you? Unless there's only one of you, in which case, how art thou? No, there's two. Hello. Who are you, Strim, indeed? Who are you? Hello, Anoobs. Hello, and Ragdoll. Welcome to... I had various ideas for a stream, and I didn't want to do any of them. So we're going to do another little doodle, sort of calm stream. And I decided on doing some Doctor Who creatures, because I remembered that show exists today. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, here's my warm-up Dalek, because you got to draw a Dalek. It's compulsory. I don't think I've ever drawn a Dalek before. I don't think I've ever drawn anything for Doctor Who. When I was a fan of it, I wasn't really drawing, so these things happen, I guess. How is everybody? How are we all doing? Yeah. It's a chib. It's a chib, it's a ragdoll, it's a noobs, it's a party. Yeah. Good, bit tired. Oh. I recommend sleep. Although you probably already know that. So, let's get this party started. Okay, let's draw a thing. What to draw? It's Dark! Hello, Dark. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't plan this. So, sounds fake? No, maybe. Gotta admit, I haven't really checked up the validity of it. Haven't got sources to cite. Might be fake. Might be fake. Cyberman, that's always a good place to go. Once you've done the Dalek, you do the Cyberman. I like this. I've got a little theory. Oh, music. Let's get music. In honor of the fact that GDQ is happening right now, and that they're going to be playing Rayman Legends halfway through this stream, let's listen to the Rayman Legends soundtrack. Because why not? Let's put it on shuffle. That'll do. Yeah, how's everybody's weekend going? We've got like a thing up here and it sort of goes around there like that. I'll try and do things from memory where possible. What else? Do they have a mouth? What have they got? This is a sad-looking Cyberman. Work sucked. Night shift left early for lack of work, but didn't touch the freezer full of delivery cages they could have done. Yay. Just been watching BuzzFeed Unsolved. Cool. I don't know what that is. This doesn't look like a Cyberman, but then again, the Cybermen have changed design quite a lot over the years. Last time I checked, there were bugs. Two guys ghost hunting. One believes, the other absolutely does not. Cool. I don't know. I've never really been that big a fan of the Cybermen, must be said. Good idea, and then we're done. Like, why are they still here? But there you go. Give him a spout, you got a cool kettle. Can do. I don't know how the body goes, to be honest. Isn't there like a thing here? Like I remember this being opened up at some point in an episode and seeing goop inside of it and going, they're not robots! So yeah, I haven't drawn today. That always bodes well. This might be wrong. I feel like they're always sort of standing with their legs quite wide. I should probably have picked one I actually care about to start with. This is my... I'm going to be the lead designer for the next series of Doctor Who. This is my proposal for the new Cybermen. Insert Cybermen catchphrase mixing boiling water pun in here somewhere. I don't really have... I mean, they tried to make them have the catchphrase of delete in the new series. By which I mean the... I mean, it's probably like 10 years ago now, but... the modern version. It's not really a catchphrase, though, is it? Exterminate's much more unusual. Delete, yes, exactly. The new Cybermen now as the most unusable tea kettles. Look, I'll have you know, Handles could make a good cup of tea. Handles was the best character. With the possible exception of Wilf. But anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna go almost a full chibi power squat sort of thing going on. I haven't drawn today. Why did I choose to do this? My patented... I don't know what I'm doing hands. Only they're robots, so you put some lines on it. You never got into Doctor Who, so all you know is the Daleks, everyone's disappointment when that one flew, and Deus Ex Machina Screwdriver. I don't know why. The Daleks have been able to fly for ages. And that was a thing in McCoy's Doctor Who. So... yeah, the screwdriver gets a bit overused. I think its best use was just as a sort of recording device. That was kind of interesting. Didn't have to be the screwdriver, could have been anything, but you know. So waiting for the Doctor Who enemy who just shouts Control Alt Delete wherever they go. I'm sure the Cybermen have done that at some point. Yeah, this isn't the Cyberman, but it's what you got, so be grateful. To be fair, they did do a good job with the bringing back the old Cybermen for the end of series, whatever it was. 10, 9, 10, 10. Anyway, yes, sorry, I should specify this with, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh my god, have you never seen Doctor Who? Oh, it's amazing, you should absolutely, if you don't like it, you have no taste or anything. Just, yeah, it's a family show. If you don't like it, you don't like it, that's fine. It's mostly short stories. I like short stories. Some people like big, long character arcs and stuff like that, and that Doctor Who's not been good at that, historically. We have no need for anatomy. Got some metal underwear. Yep, sure, that's what you get when I try and draw a Cyberman. Oh, I need to use reference, don't I? Open Task Manager. False close. False close. Send error report. Side eyes Moffat. Now, I knew Moffat would be brought up. He's he has his strengths, he has his weaknesses, and long, interesting plot threads and character development are not one of them. He is a good short story writer. That's... No reference. We die like men. You've seen episodes here and there and watched a lot of the older ones and Twitch marathon them, but although interesting, he wasn't captivated. That's, again, absolutely fine. The show is a bit janky. And it doesn't really do anything that other shows don't do probably better. But it tries lots and lots of different things. And that's what I like about it. What I did like about it. Sort of forgot to keep watching the last couple of series, so I'm a bit out of the loop. You were the one that brought up that long character arc that doesn't do something Doctor Who's great. Yeah, it's... Yeah. To be fair, that's not a problem just with Moffat. No one who works for Doctor Who seems to be able to be good at that. Like, even Russell T Davies, who is arguably a much better character writer than Moffat is. Long character arcs, not really doing it. You've just seen a few episodes. Whenever your dad watched them, you happened to be downstairs. Cool. You saw the episode that explained the origins of the Daleks, which was neat. Well, that was the Khaleds, wasn't it? With the Khaleds and the Thralls. There was a war between them, and then Davros made the Daleks. In the same vein that Dracula named his son Alucard, the Khaleds named them the Daleks. Imagination's wonderful, isn't it? What if but backwards? It's a Nazi allegory, basically. Because it was the 70s. Which meant that it was, what, 30 years after World War II? Anywho. There's Kettle Cyberman. And that's my Dalek if you missed it. What's next? Let's pick an obscure one who people who haven't watched Doctor Who will have no idea what it is I'm drawing. I did have the idea of starting watching it again, like from Eccleston onwards, because they're all on iPlayer, and just doing a doodle for each one. And I was thinking, like, what are the early episodes? And the second episode, the first thing I thought of was the tree lady who just catches fire. I just wanted to draw. I wanted to draw her for some reason. There's no reason she had to catch on fire. They made them try and save themselves or something, but the Doctor couldn't stop it from going wrong. Yeah, he was sent back in order to try and stop it, to try and stop them being made, and then he was like, well, hang on, this is genocide, moral arguments, etc., etc. Them Thumb Boys. Oh, sorry, I just thought of the things from Spy Kids. No, the Adipose? Is that who you're on about? The little... Don't know, but they look like thumbs and or potato. Oh, the Sontarans. Not the adipose. Alright then, well, we'll start with the adipose. We'll have an adipose who is friends with the Sontaran. This is my adipose. They appeared in one episode, it wasn't very good. It had funny bits, though. What evil are you witnessing? You're witnessing adipose. They're made of human fat. You're looking through the monster list and you're just like, what? Oh, the emoji bots. Yeah, that was the, that was series 10, wasn't it? Yeah, they were like... I can't remember exactly what they looked like little bins or something. And then it had sort of... Do they have legs? I can't remember. They're sentient soap. Kind of. Literally just fat. literally just fat that actually comes out of the bodies of humans. In the middle of the night. Best part of the episode was the moment through the glass. That's the only bit you need to watch. It's great. The thing is, this is amazing. Prior to Doctor Who, I couldn't stand Catherine Tate. Couldn't stand her at all. I did not find her comedy funny in the slightest. And she's like one of my favourite companions for Tennant. So it's like, weird. Dr. Whoodles, yes. I can't remember what the rest of these guys look like, so I'm gonna give them the typical. They were pretty sort of cheesy looking, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna give them little clampy hands. The worst thing about the emoji bots is that they actually kind of make sense in the story. The story's not very good, but they make sense in the story. There is a reason for them to be emoji bots. Anyway, hi miss, how you doing? Yeah, feel free to throw creatures at me, and I'll do my best. I've got to draw Sontaran, so let's do that. There goes an emoji bot. I'm pretty sure it doesn't look anything like that. I remember the screen on the front. That's all I remember. Looks like I realised it left the oven on. It's one of my favourite emojis. Hang on. Can I get that thing? I believe it's called grimacing. Yes, it's that. My laptop is off. Now I can't get rid of the emoji screen. The robots have taken over my laptop. Oh, it's terrible. Still looking through the list, and some of them you vaguely remember, some are just what, and then there's the headless monks. Yeah, they don't have a head. There's a Jedi but with real swords, and no head. Don't forget that. Don't they have like a knot where their neck is? It's a bit weird. Anywho, what was it? Yes, that's the one. That's the grimace. Doesn't have eyebrows, but you get the idea. Okay, so there's an adipose. There's a to scale. Probably about that. Not that big. And then also to scale. Actually, the Sontarans are quite small, aren't they? They're not that small. They weren't originally, but they got smaller. Yeah, that's a pretty Jedi-ish thing. They don't really do anything, I remember. They're in one episode, and it's kind of not really an episode. I don't know, it's a plot point more than an episode. Right, Sontaran. That's pretty good. It's a bit lumpier than that, really, isn't it? The lumpy face. You also dislike the Weeping Angels more because of the Fallout horror mod. The calls which suck. I remember that, yeah. They were a cool idea. Much like everything Moffat's done. Cool idea. Did they need to come back? No. The Ood and the Silence are good fun, or the... I like the way You appear to have forgotten the name of the silence. Although the Ood are just kind of the silence after an accident. I think they're both after an accident. I thought the Ood had promise, but didn't quite get there. I like the idea of them, and that they're kind of sort of more vassals than problems themselves. And then they have that whole story with the sort of slave trade and all that, which is quite good. But like as a thing, just didn't really stick with that. If anything, if anyone's gonna do a power squad, it's going to be a Centauran. Are the Ood Oobs counterparts? They can be. If Oobs wants an Ood. I'm pretty sure they have normal hands, don't they? It'd be awkward on the prosthetics if they didn't. So Monsters is reminded of the Vampires of Venice. No one should be reminded of the Vampires of Venice. Oh, Strax! I should have drawn Strax. No, I'll give him a tie. What about Strax? Strax is a potato in a suit, and we love him. Well, the old boots. So if I recall, the point of the Sontarans is that they were sort of a war-loving race who were just in a perpetual war with a group of people, and neither side remembers what the war's about. They just know that they're at war, and that's it. And they love it. Time saving. Being a vampire in Italy in general sounds like a bad time. It's all crosses and garlic and everything. I mean, less vampires. I'm not going to spoil it. The vampire thing is obviously a distraction because nothing in Doctor Who is what it's supposed to be. It's always an alien. You humbly request. What do you humbly request? Your legs are too big. You are a squat potato. There we go, squat potato. Yep. There's some friends. You humbly request a Vampire of Venice. Tell you what, hang on. There we go. This is a Vampire of Venice as seen in the mirror. What's a what, Chippy Stance? Oh no, it's just a general Sontaran. Who's there? For a Sontaran. Oh, Frame Man. Frame Man is saying no. Sorry. I lost 60 frames the moment I even contemplated drawing the fish people. Okay, fine. I can't remember. Did we ever see? I think we did see what they look like in the end. But what I mainly remember is. Yeah, there'd be many more very thin. Yeah, close enough. Hang on. What am I doing? That's better. They had nice clothes, at the very least. I can't draw them, but they had nice clothes. Yeah, I remember the werewolf episode. By which I mean I don't remember the werewolf episode. Oh, is that what they look like? Yeah, I have no memory of that. Yeah. That first Matt Smith series was a bit rough. Had some cool stuff in it. It was also rough. Which is unlike Peter Capaldi's first series, which was also rough, but didn't have some cool stuff in it. That's not true. Wasn't a good series. Moffat, not good at setting the scene. With an entire series. Okay, who's next? More weird things. Feel free to chuck some things in from the classic series. I might not know them, but I'll give them a pop. Vampire Maid? Is that a thing? Oh, that's what this is. Oh, okay. Oh, it was like a mermaid thing, yeah. Oh, Clockwork Lads. Which incarnation? The French ones, okay. They have this sort of masks. And the big old wigs. I know they had like a whole mask on, didn't they? Oh, that's no fun. You can't see the clockwork. I'll just give them a little domino, and then you can see inside. There's some like cogs here. Well, I've just realised what I have to do. That looks vaguely like clockwork, right? And then there's like probably like a big sort of shafty thing, and then some more wheels, and then probably some sort of little thing down here with a chain mechanism going up, and then one of those little grasshoppery clicky things that's on a spring. And then some more cogs. And they had like blades on their hands for some reason. Oh no, yeah, no, it actually makes sense why they have blades on their hands. Come to think of it, they were kind of all about harvesting. And they have some nice ruffly. So they've got kind of sort of shiny, see-through heads. Lots of nice clockwork going on inside. Oops. What? You've discovered the solid tract. Oh, is that from the... Oh, that's from the new... Scary, what? Got pictures of a frog? That's a normal frog. Oh, the imagination of the new series. So again, I watched the first few episodes of Jodie Whittaker's series, and the first one was very good, and the second one was and the third one was, why is this an episode of Doctor Who? And then I just sort of forgot to keep watching, so... One day I'll get around to watching it. No animosity, just forgot. So I haven't seen the solid tract, or whatever that is. It's called the Dar-En. Or an alien called Dar-En. There was Tim Shaw, I remember that. I don't know anything about 17th or 18th century French clothing. There was that kind of thin, long, sort of sharp, bladey thing with some more cogs, probably. Which probably meant there was something that went up and down. Big old sharpie bit. If it's old clothing, it has ruffles around the neck. That's what I'm going with. Yeah, well, we can give it. Darren is just Darren but blue. Fair enough. That's the guy, that's the blue guy from the episode with the headless monks, who also lost his head. There you go, there's whatever one you were just talking about. If anyone's seen the last couple of series, do let me know if they're worth watching. I've heard very mixed things. I didn't know Sir Ribbit was an alien. I think you'll find. That is Sir Ribbit. Completely different. Have I heard of the Zolfathuran from the older series? Not off the top of my head. Can you give me a vague description? Zolfathuran. Pinhead? Yep, I know what you're talking about. So there was a guy that they took over, wasn't there? Oh, they were in the modern series as well, actually, weren't they? What about them? There's a guy that took away the sort of glasses. I think he had glasses. It was Ginger, wasn't it? I know it's literally a cactus, but they can take over the body of people, kind of, by being part cactus. It's a weird thing. I know they look like a cactus, but they can be a cactus. If this is the one I'm thinking of. So it's probably actually not the same as the cactus people from the modern series, because I think they're just cactus people. But yeah, this is literally like... I didn't know that was the name. I'm trying to remember what episode it was. It was a Tom Baker one. In fact, I believe Tom Baker's Doctor was also taken over by the cactus. They like the cactus, they are the cactus? I forgot about that. But they had that really low budget, so they had to do whatever they could get their hands on. But the Daleks come from cheap props. Almost the entirety of Doctor Who prior to the modern series was basically, what have we got? What have we got lying around? And that's what I like about it. Yeah, exactly. Look at the original Cybermen, they're great. So we got some surgical gloves, just make it rest out of cardboard, I guess. We'll just stretch these glove over your head. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's actually get this sort of... But they did actually have prosthetics for this one. They weren't very good, but then they were there. Menoptera. Menoptera? Is that the big eyeball in a cloak? They're like... Something like that? No? Okay, don't know what it is then. Mothman? Oh, Mothman. So this is a thing from Doctor Who. I don't know if that's the one you were talking about, but it was a thing. Just a cactus that sort of took you over. It's a man living his best life dressed as a bee. What? That's not the Agatha Christie episode, is it? Oh no, it was a wasp. I will look this up because I won't draw it. That's just a furry, isn't it? That has to be like Hartnell or Troughton. Probably Troughton. Yeah, Hartnell, 1965. Wonderful, love it. Person in an ant suit too, just an ant, nothing fancy. There was an episode, I believe, in the Hartnell episode where everyone just shrunk, so that's plausible. Okay, we'll draw Mothman to go with Cactus Man. I had to save a moth from a cactus the other day. I don't know, like, I found this picture here. And it's quite small, so it's kind of difficult to make it out. But if you know Les Claypool, I could believe that was... If you told me that was Les Claypool, I would believe you that it was Les Claypool. Anywho. Ah, do you know why I think it's Les Claypool? That's why I think it's Les Claypool. That's my fault. Okay. Back to Mothman. Shortcuts, come on, be my friend. I don't know, is he wearing glasses or has he got... I'm going to say he's wearing glasses. Nope, hello. Oh, look at him go! Why is there a gif of that? GIF. Oh dear. If anyone comes in now and sees the title, drawing Doctor Who stuff, was Dr. Whoodles, and then sees this, it's like, yeah, I'm definitely not watching that show. And I wouldn't blame them. I can never do Voronoi very well. There you go, best of friends. Best of friends. Can't say the wings don't look cool. They do look cool. Pretty neat. They spent all their time on the wings. I didn't. Cool. There we go. Business cactus has the look of a veteran office work. Yep. This is, by the way, you are getting a brief glimpse of my my new webcomic, Cactus and Mothman. It's a slice of life comedy. Hope you like it. It's an office Halloween party. It's something. It's the last one they held. I want to see if I can get a picture of the Cactus Man. There's the new ones. The old Cactus Man. There's a picture of Tom Baker as Cactus, but where's the other guy? Meglos, I think is the name of the thing. Oh, he had round glasses. Oh, it wasn't too far off. Things like prosthetics and everything. Anyway, so on the October work is going to be Mothman. We designed Mothman on stream, and they will appear eventually. When does he look like Caldwell? A little bit. No, they're just a regular man dressed as a moth. Yeah, so that's that. What now? So that's Meglos. I don't think that was what you were talking about. Oh, there's the actual form of Meglos, which is just a cactus. A weird-looking cactus, granted, but a cactus. Anywho. The problem is, the Doctor Who I had when I was a kid, we had one on VHS, and it was called Day of the Daleks, and as you may possibly ascertain, the Daleks featured prominently. But there are two issues with me trying to draw something from that. One, I've already drawn a Dalek. They're there. Two, the only other thing in it was an Ogron, which was somebody in a bad gorilla Halloween costume and leather. And three, the episode is considered to be so bad that it's almost non-canonical. so we're not going to do anything about that. Along with the office and mail courier who is the fast. Yes, I'm still trying to work out a way to get them in. Good old Wendigo. What else do we have? There's Chameleon. Can't be bothered to draw Chameleon. Or I already have. Oh, all of these are Chameleon. Did you watch that stream? I don't know. Let's get it up. By which I mean the drawings, not the stream. Streams. Whoodles. Yeah. Well, anyway, there's Mothman, the Jersey Devil, and a Muton, I think. We call the Mothman Hopper for some reason. Not sure why. Did a stream in stream, yeah. A little stream down in the corner. So that was them, and there was also some more. There's Slime Friend. Yeah, the male Wendigos and this friend. It was just based on a photo that was creepy that we found. Yeah, so that was that. We did that. Slime Friend. E. Having a good time. Anyway, enough of that. You don't remember it at all. When was that? It was in May. And that was Hopper is the last name of the woman who popularized the phrase computer bug. That was it. Yes, because there was actually a bug in the physical programs. I must not have watched it, but it's on my YouTube channel somewhere. Probably unlisted, but it's in the Chilled Parsnips playlist. Well, we're halfway through apparently, and I've drawn quite a lot. None of it good, but it's there. Right, let's try and think of something that isn't a human in a suit. Which is difficult, I grant you. Particularly for the old Who. Pat myself on the back. Now. See, now I'm just thinking of the wasp. I'm not going to draw a wasp. Who wrote that episode? Sorry, this is just me going on a side track. I want to know if it's somebody I know who wrote it, so I can blame them. Written by Gareth Roberts. He has also worked on various soap operas. I know I did a lot of books and stuff. Oh, we wrote 4 full episodes of Doctor Who, the Shakespeare Code, of which I remember nothing, the Unicorn of the Wasp, of which I decide not to remember anything, the Lodger, which is almost entirely unremarkable, and Closing Time, which is also unremarkable. Oh, and The Caretaker, which was also unremarkable. I don't like this writer. Face of Bow? I guess you could say that's humanoid, but it's mostly a face at this point, sure. What you can think of right now is the ship on the back of the space whale turtle. I think it was a turtle. No, it was a whale. It was a whale turtle. I can't remember. it had a city on it, so... right. I think they refer to it as a whale. But I always thought it was a... Whale, turtle, octopus, yes, absolutely. You never really see it. You're looking at a picture of the remnants. It's just a piece of modern art. Oh, that's the new series, isn't it? I never worked out what they were because I only watched 3 episodes. Did they ever actually go anywhere, or were they? Was it just for that episode? Because if it was just for that episode, I'm going to be disappointed. Don't think so. Their entry's really short. Oh, I hope that would be a thing. That's basically my feelings with Doctor Who, so I hope that would be a thing. I hoped. So I'm going to draw off the face of Bo while I talk about this. I hoped. And again, I haven't seen the rest of the series, so this may very well be true. I have heard literally nobody talk about it, so I don't think it is. In fact, I've heard people talk about the opposite. But in the first episode with Jodie Whittaker, as per usual with first episodes of New Doctors, her sonic screwdriver gets broken, oh no. And a new one must be procured. However, unlike most other series where the TARDIS just makes one, she makes it. She gets some spoons and a welding torch and some welding goggles and a leather apron and big hammers and tongs and things, and she makes one. And it's cool. actually seeing the Doctor make a thing, and also particularly seeing a female Doctor make the thing is kind of like, hey, look, it's a role model for young girls to get them into sort of engineering and science and stuff. Yeah. I don't think that carries on. I thought that would be more of a thing. I thought she would be like the Doctor who gets her hands dirty and like makes things, and the mechanic Doctor. Apparently not. Apparently she just stands around talking and not doing much. So, Coquelon, because you don't know what you're looking at. I have to keep looking these up. You can make me Google anything at this point. Ooh. Ooh, they look fancy. I have no idea what they are. An antagonist to the Doctor Who serial Rescue. On the planet Dido. Oh, it's a black and white one. First Doctor. Yeah, see, I haven't watched much of the first couple of Doctors. The Dreg are terrifying. Can't make her too independent and self-sufficient. She's a woman. That's why I wanted her to do that, because it's a really good opportunity to be good. Ah, what would be cool and interesting? Oh well. It's just sort of like lots of bits and bobs. Very wide mouth, big lips. I'm not using reference, by the way. Can you tell? The drawing. Oh dear. Yeah, it sort of just blurs into stuff, doesn't it? Doesn't really have a major form. This is probably all wrong. I mean, I know this is all wrong, but... This is not the face of Bo. Oh dear. The postmen will haunt you at night? Postmen? You're not putting your hopes on Doctor Who to do something thoughtful. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, my overall memory of the 3 episodes I saw of the first series with Whittaker in it, 11, I think. Do you know what? Do you know what I mean when I say that this looks like a very dwarfy drawing? There's something about it that just makes me think like Nathan could have drawn this. Did you see a picture of Pating and you want one? To keep opening up tabs. Ding. Ah! Oh, that's a new thing. That looks designed to be cute. And as a consequence, I'm not interested. Yeah. Okay, that's a new thing as well. Don't remember that. Sorry, I looked up postmen. Yeah, they're quite weird. Yeah, so let me look up the face of Bo. I want to see how far off I was. A little bit too scrunched up. The eyes are smaller and further away. But I got the general big mouthed tentacle thing in a vat. This is closer than some of the other ones have been. Postman scare you. I think fair enough. I think they're supposed to. Cool. You know Moffat isn't showrunner anymore, but you would expect absolutely nothing from him or a role model for winning. Yeah, I mean, hey, let's have our female companion for this series. Let's start things off right. What are we gonna do? What's she gonna do as a job? Kissogram. She's wearing a sexy police outfit. She has handcuffs. Good role models. Nothing wrong with that, obviously, but a bit weird that that's how you introduce your main female character. After the scenes in which she's a small girl. I guess the idea that she grew up. I don't know. Anywho, Moffat's questionable characterizer, but he's got such good ideas. If only he could execute them properly. Look, he gave me what I think is the best episode of anything I've ever watched, so I'm not going to argue. And it has no characters in it, so that's very telling. It's kind of weird now to say that out loud. Yeah, I didn't think of it until I just said it out loud, but it is a bit strange. Rory deserved better. Was that a fluke, to be honest? I don't think so. Because it felt like the distillation of all the things I liked about his writing. He just got rid of everything I didn't like, and then put them in the next episode. It's always swings and roundabouts. Okay, so what next? Tell you what, while we're here, while I'm talking about it, the Veil. Not a particularly iconic villain, but that's kind of not the point. I think there's anything in particular to sort of see. I don't think this is what it looked like, but you don't really see it particularly clearly for a lot of the story. So, for anyone who doesn't know, he's got a lot of ideas. Unfortunately, he's got way too many of them and seems to get bored with them and then abandon them. I would argue not necessarily. I would argue he runs ideas into the ground. I would argue that he didn't need to bring back the Weeping Angels. I would argue he didn't need to bring back the Silence. I would argue that he didn't need to bring back almost everything that he's made, because they're good one-offs. And that his ideas are at their best when they are one-offs. And the more he tries to explore, the worse it gets. Look at Sherlock. Anywho. That said, he's also best when he's trying to focus on one idea, rather than trying to put 27 of them in one episode. But, you know, I, for my personal tastes, I would rather have that than Russell T Davies, who's a very good character writer, but whose ideas aren't spectacular. I'm an ideas man, other people are character people, so it's all personal taste. I can't remember what this thing looks like at all, because it's really not the focus of the episode, so I'm just gonna make it a wibbly-wobbly mess. It does have very horrible hands. I remember that. Okay, so charred and burned appropriately. If you've seen BBC Dracula, it's literally the worst of his writing. I've heard people liked it, and I've heard people didn't. So, honestly, haven't heard much about it. That's the main thing. Like, there was a big build up of like, it was a new Dracula thing, and then a couple of weeks afterwards, I didn't hear anyone talk about it at all. So. It had no impact. It's like Avatar. So this thing looks a lot better in the thing than I made it out to be. It's a metaphor for death. Because it never stops moving, but it moves very slowly. It's also got flies buzzing around it. That was the one thing that actually stood out to me as being a bit strange about this episode. They have flies on Gallifrey. Gallifrey has flies. Turns out, literally flies. Like, not fly-like things, not bazoogalas, which happen to look like Earth flies, but they're purple and have 3 wings. No, flies. You can only really know if you like it if you watch it. Exactly, it's all personal taste. You heard Moffat and that one guy whose name you can't remember, who was in Sherlock, you think, oh, I'm writing Dracula, heard that once and then nothing was heard from it ever again. Yes, what's his name? Mark Gatiss, that's it. Whose episodes of Doctor Who are not my favourite, and he also co-wrote Sherlock as well. They write stuff together. Message held for hostility. I knew we'd get here eventually. There we go. Oops, you hate Moffat so much, Automod stopped you. You must have called him a fool or something. He's immediately annoyed when the Dracula was once again a cocky arsehole that chews dialogue and yells a lot. I think that's just what they like. They like those sort of Hammer horror stuff. You know? To be honest, actually, that was one thing I really liked about Missy. I mean, she's hammy as all hell and she chews the scenery, but... Oh, here's more hostility. Wish people would stop doing that, not just them, but you wish cocky straight assholes would stop being it. But the thing I liked about Missy over John Sims' Master, or seemingly the one that's here at the moment, I've only seen clips so I can't properly judge, is Missy sort of, I don't know, she sort of had an element of decorum to her. Like, she was nuts, yeah, but when she was powerful, she was quiet. And she would sort of, you know, have a sing-song voice, and she wouldn't yell. She wouldn't sort of scream and shout, and she wouldn't be the Joker, basically. And I'm sort of fed up of the Joker. I don't want to see everything being the Joker, and from what I've seen of the new Master, it's the Joker. It's like, no! I like Missy, she's had something different about her. Ah, dear. Anyway, that said, her initial appearance in Series 8, not fantastic. She got better. You like Missy, but you also just like the actress. She's great. Michelle Gomez, that's it. Michelle Gomez, wonderful. Oh, you prefer something that's really just you projecting your distaste? Absolutely. Thing is, when I thought about doing this stream as Doctor Who stuff, I knew this was getting into a conversation about Moffat and the Oobs would be involved. Like, it's kind of looking forward to it. But that's the thing I love about Doctor Who, is it's like, it tries to do so many things that it can simultaneously please and piss off most people. And never really succeed at any of them. It's a weird anomaly of a show, and I think it's great. It's because the Master is a woman in that moment. Oh, they wrote it to be more subdued just because it's a woman. That's yeah. But honestly, even then, I guess spoilers if anyone wants to watch Series 10. The reappearance of John Sim, he was much more subdued in that as well. He was written so much better in that than he was in the Russell T Davies one, which is odd, because Russell T Davies better at character in general. I don't know, I don't know. Clearly different characters, clearly. But he just wasn't, you know, the screaming madman that he was in, you know, jumping on the table and banging things and just being nuts. It's like, yeah. Hope you carry that grudge. I'm not going to defend the stereotyping of male and female characters in modern TV shows, but in that particular instance, I think Moffat might have been a better writer for the Master. Maybe. We didn't get much of a chance to see it, but I think we can all agree that Missy was great. Regardless of the circumstances around which she existed, she's great. You wanna know what's on Oobs' tombstone? Yeah, fuck Moffat. So that's the veil with flies. Whoops. Fully admit that you haven't watched the latest series. Define the latest series. I haven't watched the last two. Like I say, Missy gets best. Missy's not particularly interesting in 8. She's a bit hammy in 8, but 9 and 10, she's a lot better. A lot better. Realize Oobs with her grudges forever with her. Yes. Realize Oobs and all her grudges. May they never be separated. But yeah, I don't want to dampen anybody's displeasure towards something or their grudges or anything like that. I don't want you to feel like your personal opinions are not valid. Again, Doctor Who is a very divisive show because it just is a weird mishmash of things that aren't really well thought out. But you know, the bits and pieces of Capaldi's Doctor. That's fair enough. Capaldi, probably my favourite. A bit of a weird thing to say as someone who always thought that it's impossible to really have a favourite. But I think he is. Series 9 and 10. It's like I say, Series 8, massive disappointment. Didn't really like it at all. 9 and 10 completely won me over. But I know a lot of people who don't, so that's fine. I know a lot of people whose first Doctor was Tennant or Smith, and it's like, I can probably never convince those people that Capaldi is better, so... I had Pertwee. Pertwee was my first. Anywho. Monsters. We're talking about monsters. Do you know what? The Absorbaloff has just come into my head, and I'm not drawing the Absorbaloff. Anywho. Ah, there we go. Eccleston was yours. Marvellous. Honestly, and I'm glad people do like Eccleston, and there's certainly absolutely no complaints from me, but for some reason just didn't strike me. I loved the series, don't get me wrong, but if he was there for a bit more, I probably would have been able to latch onto it. But he has recently been announced to be in an audio drama for Doctor Who, which is the first time he's been associated with the series since he left. So, yay! He's coming back, kind of. That was the Blue Peter competition. Yes, that was Peter Kay. Which could have been good. I still think that could have been a good idea. It wasn't, but it could have been. The Maya. Brain not working. Oh, Midnight just popped up. Ooh. Oh, is that? I don't remember that at all. I remember their armor. I don't remember what they look like underneath it. The armor is good. That's, yeah, big fan of that. Not sure why it's that. Like, if you look at what they look like underneath, not sure how the armor came from that. I'll draw the armor. The armor's cool. I also like the episode. Controversial opinion. What's her name? The actress who was in that, who's also in Game of Thrones. I don't know. I haven't watched Game of Thrones. I haven't watched anything else she's been in. But in Doctor Who, she wasn't very good. Wasn't a particularly good actress. Just throwing that out there. Seemed to be unable to show any emotion. To be honest, it's actually pretty similar to how I drew the Sontaran. Let's go with it. On the plus side, Peter Capaldi was doing overwork on this episode, so yeah. Yay. I like Capaldi. Shoot me. Full production with cast and studio level sound effects and stuff. One of the YouTubers is especially good. Oh, we're talking about the the audio dramas. It's Big Finish, I guess. So they've been doing audio dramas for ages. With all sorts of doctors and stuff, they've managed to reclaim the reputation of Colin Baker's Doctor. So that's something. Again, I do want to stress, I haven't yet to see anybody play the Doctor badly. I think they've all been good and interesting and fun. But in a sense, because they're so unique and interesting, it's sort of difficult to know who that character is. I don't think it is a character, I think it's just a sort of vague idea. And I can understand how people would find that very off-putting, for a show to have a main character who isn't a character. I got some interesting shoe things. Not sure what's going on with them. They look like something from Bioshock. Who is the Doctor really? We just don't know. If only there was some clue as to the fact that that would be a thing in the title or something. You know what I like on my interstellar traveling creatures? Rivets. I like rivets. We have traveled through space to come to your primitive civilization. Gaze in wonder at our advanced technology of riveting. Ooh. Cast iron. Ooh. Steel. Does the Doctor remember everything from their previous forms? Probably not everything, but they do have a very good memory. Also, actually, I was going to say quite a big chunk of Capaldi. They wouldn't remember, but then I remembered they retconned that. Because of course they did. They can't keep anything consistent. Bloody Moffat. Literally the whole point of that entire arc ruined. Because he wanted a happy ending. Sorry, I'm complaining about Moffat now. It's the one saving grace of that whole episode. You ruined it a series later. Anyway, sorry. I can complain about this show. Think it works for the Monster of the Week format, but the longer the story arcs, it's like you did that to move over to a different character. It's, yeah. Join me in Moffat Bash. I can bash Moffat. I'm not going to say he's perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It just so happens I prefer his style of writing in general. It does look like they have toes. That's a bit weird. But I can absolutely understand how people wouldn't. I can absolutely understand how people would hate it. I like short stories. Always have done. Rivets. Yeah, I also like Monster of the Week, you know. I like Red Dwarf. Same sort of thing, really. Never been one for big, long plots and such. But hey, the style per se is just like him. That's fine if you don't like the personality of the author as it comes through. Absolutely understandable. And I will say a lot of the episodes that he co-writes in the series tend to be quite bad. You wish you were passionate about anything Azoob's was about Moffat bashing. Chibi, if you attempt to claim anywhere near any of us that you are not passionate about things, you'll stop now. Though, you carry on. You do as you do. Like I say, when I first thought of doing this as a stream, I knew it would be there, and I'm fully up for it. Because I liked it. Because when I was actually watching it and fully in the swing of it, I probably wouldn't have understood that there would be people who wouldn't like this sort of thing. And I was like, oh, well, anyone who doesn't like these modern series, they never liked Doctor Who, they just liked David Tennant and so on and so forth. And it's only by, you know, talking to people that I understand, oh, okay, I understand now. I understand why. At least to an extent, obviously. I don't fully understand how anyone else thinks, but I can get an idea as to what it is that I like that allows me to be able to overlook the things that other people don't like, and the fact that other people don't like the things that I like, and that means that they're focusing more on the things they don't like, etc., etc. I really want to go back and watch all of the episodes now, because I bet they don't hold up. I bet my modern adult critical eye is going to be ruthless. You passionate? What kind of nonsense have you been hearing? Well, if I just go over here and open up the link to your Fools AU folder. Looks at Pal, the Hobgob, Sir Ribbit, Ornstein. Yeah, no passion whatsoever. No passion, certainly not. They got sort of big old roboty handy things. Again, what big glove can we put over a human hand? They made it look like sort of connected links of metal and stuff. That's quite cool. But I think looking at Doctor Who is a very good way. Looking at Doctor Who and looking at what people say about Doctor Who, particularly as it changes, is a very good way to understand what people like in things and how drastically different that can be from person to person. And also a very good exercise in realising, hey look, you can't please everyone. So don't try. Try and please yourself. The rest will follow. Got a big old gun. Or something. These didn't really do much, these things. Again, they were sort of side entertainment, really. For the story with what's her name? The reason for the characters from the old draw-throughs are still in our brains, yes. The reason I remember all the Jessies, all of the Forest of Doom monsters. You look at the sketch, then the sketch of the helmet, and it just kills you. Fair enough. There you go. There's a Maya. I've already drawn things with lots of teeth, so I won't draw what they look like inside. Name all of the Jessies now. Okay. First was, what was it? There was Jessie, Wide Jessie, Grumpy Jessie, Strong Jessie, Floral Jessie, Rabbit Jessie, Motivated Jessie, Slick Jessie, Fly Jessie, Mysterian Jessie, Depressy Jessie, Messy Jessie, Regressy Jessie, Stressy Jessie, Jessie Roth, Jessie Mom, J-Max, I guess. Does that count as a Jessie? If you can't name all the Jessie, that means you failed. I think... Unless there were some incidental characters. And like, you know, how far are we gonna... Because there was... what was it? There was... what was Red 13 called? What does the J and J-Max stand for? It stands for Jessie. Chocobo... Yes, it was Chocobo Jessie. There was, Jester? I remember Jester. What was Red 13 called? Leslie Knuckles. That was it. I had no idea where the name Leslie Knuckles came from, but I think Jessie was in there somewhere. I think it was a mixture of Jessie and Lassie or something. We got Leslie. Anywho, Doctor Who. Any Doctor Who. I should probably draw the silence. I mean, you know, it's just the scream, I guess. It's greys mixed with the scream. I've got little beady eyes. Insert joke about not being able to remember what they look like. There we are. They have noses. Oh, they might do. Lots of wrinkles. The kind of sunkenness of their eyes that's creepy. I don't know. I can't remember what they look like. Actually, seems appropriate. I remember really liking their designs and really liking their implementation, even if the ending to the story was a bit anticlimactic. But hey, what are you gonna do? It's Doctor Who. You want a good ending? Look elsewhere. See, they don't look angry. They have a sort of creepy blank stare. The heads are wider at the top. I'm missing something very important. I can't remember what it is, but here it is. I also like their wet-looking suits. Not a lot made sense about them, but I really liked them. Their design was just top-notch. And some sleep to get rid of those dark circles. They do not know the concept of sleep. Crinkly, wet-looking suit. It's playing to strength drawing creatures wearing suits, yes. Over here. Yeah. Is this the painting the screen? Pretty much. Let me actually get up a picture of them. Oh wow, their eyes are much more sunken than I remember. That is, considerable. Yeah, could have gone a bit more, but, oh yeah, and the mouths aren't actually mouths. That's what's creepy about them. They're like just skin over the mouth, but then they breathe in and it sort of sucks in the mouth, so it's sort of like a dent in their face. That's, oh, such cool design. Incredibly creepy, love it. Doctor Who is at its best when it is very, very creepy. Yeah, the eyes are sort of much further up. There you go. There's my silence. Forget I ever drew this. They look like a Bloodborne. That might be why I like them. They would fit in Bloodborne, apart from the suit. Their suit. I don't know what it is about their suits. They look wet. Why do their suits look wet? Why do their suits look wet? It works so well, but why? Why do their suits look wet? It's wonderfully unsettling. I want to know who actually designed them, because I'm sure Moffat didn't. I'm sure someone else did. Yours has to be silent about the silence. Yes. Silence will fall. That never had a good conclusion, did it? Silence will fall when the question is asked and all that crap. Never really. Cal Surprise, something Doctor Who never really went anywhere. They really need to just make that 5 episodes a year. Just focus on finishing some good ideas, rather than having 7,000 of them in one go. Yeah, there's my silence. I call him Jim. Don't shame them, they have a sweat problem, and nobody remembers to tell them. You just thought your creative grudges. Another example is that you've almost completed watching Cursed on Netflix, even though you think it's really badly made. I heard you were persevering. Okay, that's them. We could draw the monster from Listen. There we go. Killed off the only character you liked. Wonderful. Oh, the gas mask boy. I don't think it wasn't really a monster, was it? Because the whole story being that there wasn't really anything trying to kill anything. It was just it was robots being silly. All the race pizza in remembrance. Yeah, no, this was when, again, first episode that Moffat wrote. It's just one idea, and it's really creepy, and it's really good. I just remember when this bit, the breather, comes out of somebody's mouth. Ah no. That was very unpleasant. There's nanobots or whatever. Yeah, little nanobots, little robot medical things going. This is what a human looks like, right? Sorry, spoiler. There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this. Rose went from curious, feisty, interesting woman to a weak-kneed damsel, all because the pretty man smiled at her. Yeah. Moffat! I could get away with 3 fingers. The robots gave them 3 fingers. Because he lost a finger in the bomb. How do hands work? One is an instance, but then you have Martha and Clara. What was Clara? I still don't know what Clara was. Was she a person? Was she a human? Did she have emotions or feelings? As somebody who puts Series 9 as one of the favourite things I've ever seen on television, I don't get Clara. Never liked her. In a sense, she has a bit more individuality than the other ones, but that's only because it's just to make the Doctor look weirder. Even larger hand fixes. I'm trying to do like a kind of perspective thing, but it's not working. Because I didn't bother actually planning it out. So here's the... doesn't really work, does it? This isn't a thing that happens. Anywho. Amy, who was his daughter? No. Mother-in-law. Helena Bonham Carter was in an episode, which I liked, but there's no reason anyone else should. It was just weird. Out of the Plague Doctor's mask, though, and there was just a giant beak coming out of the mouth. That would be arguably less frightening, because at least it like gradually gets bigger. But yeah, I'm surprised Moffat didn't try and do the same thing again. So, we could do this, but with a Plague Doctor mask in earlier times. Yeah, but you already sort of concluded that, and the Doctor would know what to do. But what if? People liked it, so let's do it again. River! Anyway, that didn't work. Poor boy just wanted his mummy, yeah. Poor thing. I've also just realised I just went to pick a solid font for the little description in the corner, because I knew I wanted it to be sort of vaguely reminiscent of the Doctor Who titles, and I picked a font that I'm fond of called Phosphate. Actually looks pretty close, doesn't it, to the the Doctor Who titles? In a sense, wasn't deliberate, but I guess it was. Font's fate. Font's fate. So the fate of the fonts. Let's get some more music before we wrap this up. Any last ones you want to see me draw? Any old creatures? Any old creatures? Let's put on Origins. Oh, I've got all the little cinematic bits and bobs. Random, go. Sure. You know, I'm sort of thinking of the later series, the ones that I saw. It's not really all that much sort of good monster designs. Like there was the mummies, which were all right, but not particularly remarkable. I like their robes. Their robes were nice. Talk about another disappointing ending to a plotline. Frame Man, be calm. Is Frame Man a silence? There's a question. Ooh. Is this Frame Man? Cat nuns! Oh no, you know I have a history with cat women. Some of the latest ones were Catkind and Werewolves. Huh? I just got the idea of you doing something like this for your stream only with remnant bosses and just like you trying to remember what anything looks like. Welcome to my world. I was gonna do Symphony of the Night boss brush, but I decided it's something a bit more relaxing. A good gif of Tenant covered in kittens. No. There was the Sandmen. Was I literally the only person who liked that episode? I remember a lot of people didn't like it. I mean, it's different. It's not particularly satisfying, but... And I got the twist before it became apparent. But it was creepy, it had an atmosphere. And it was a Gatus episode, so to all intents and purposes, I should have hated it. The fact that I even liked it is amazing. Then again, it had Reese Shearsmith in it. I do like a bit of Inside Number 9. Let's do a little cartoony one. I liked it before. Alright. Just Chibi trying to guess what this boss is and what they look like while remembering 0% even though they fought the boss like 4 times. Fair enough. Have you seen my boss brushes? Did you see the Executioner's Chariot. Did you see Ernstern? Have you looked at your avatar? But yeah, if you want to do that in your stream, I would absolutely want to watch it. Then you trying to remember something? No, let's have a go. Treat us. So I think the idea of these guys is they're made of the sand in the what is that stuff? I don't even know what it is. The sleep that you get in your eyes. But they sort of are you, and you turn into them, and the sleep gets big and takes over your face, and then you turn into this. Creepy idea, not particularly well executed. What a good time. Creepy ending. Thursday's Remnant boss brush set. Yeah. Yeah, boss list ready. I like this little fella. How about this? What's my favourite episode that is objectively bad? Let's try and draw something from that. List bad episodes of Doctor Who. I'll try and work out which one's my favourite. And then, what's my least favourite good episode? I like those sort of min-maxy sort of questions, rather than what's your favourite? What's your least favourite? No. What's your favourite worst and your least favourite best? Objectively bad episode. Hang on, I have an idea. The 10 worst Doctor Who episodes, according to IMDb. Curse of the Black Spot. Love and Monsters, there it is. Oh, In the Forest of the Night. I did not like that. Fear Her? Interesting. That was fine. Sleep No More, yay! I just said that one. Resolution, haven't watched that. Witchfinders, haven't watched that. Battle of Franskor, okay. Miraculous is a nuke. Oh no, the top 5 worst episodes are from the new series. Oh no, that doesn't bode well, does it? The top 5 are Jodie Whittaker episodes. It's only had 2 series. Oh no. Okay, well, we're not doing that then. Oh dear. The Robin Hood one? Nah, I didn't like that. Although, Ben Miller was fun. He was good in that. The one where they end up in the TV station. Yes, I just saw this worst episode of Doctor Who on IMDb. The Long Game. There were 2, actually. They went back there. But I didn't really like that either. I'm trying to think of a one that I like that's bad. Both the girl who died and the woman who lived, they're both on there. Sleep No More, Hellbent. And a bunch of new ones. Oh, the bad or the list writer hates the newest series. There's 3 on that list out of 13, so that's a bit more average. Jodie Whittaker's series gets the lowest ever ratings. Oh no. Doctor Who slumps to lowest viewing figures since 2005. Oh no. Not going well. Was Hellbent the one where they confronted Satan? No. Hellbent was the one where nothing happened. Actually, Hellbent was the one where less than nothing happened. Where literally things unhappened. That was the pit or something? Hang on. The pit, the Satan pit, creature from the pit. Nope, that's a Tom Baker episode. What's this from? Oh, the Satan pit. That makes sense. That's a subtle title, isn't it? Yeah, that's that one. It's just called the Satan pit. You know, I left a little bit to the imagination there, but whatever. Do the ratings accumulate over time? I think they give it a period of like a week on catch-up things and stuff. I'm curious. What are the ratings? Because I know towards the end of Capaldi the ratings were pretty bad, but apparently there was. Gonna be washing up and corral the cat's bag. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm sorry it ended with me just looking up things on Wikipedia. Blah 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 blah. Looking things up. This is most entertaining. Wonderful. Here we are. Okay, so the show sort of started with oscillating. Oh no, this is average viewers in total all the way through. Oh wow, no, that is a bit of a drop. Yeah. I won't give you the details, but the last series didn't do too well. Oh no. Even the audience appreciation index was low. That's surprising. By comparison to the previous series. Anywho, I'm not here to have a go at Jodie Whittaker or Chris Chibnall. Oh, while I'm here, Chris Chibnall, not a good writer. Never liked his episodes. We need to draw something to end, although I do like this happy Sandman friend. One more thing. What have I forgotten to draw? Let's think. The Toclophane? No. You're not here to have a go, although, look, I wish them the best, and I will watch it eventually. But Chris Chibnall, though. What were his... Hang on. What were his episodes prior to becoming lead writer? Because he did Torchwood, which I never watched. Wasn't particularly interesting. 42, that was terrible. Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, bad. Introduced the not Sontarans, the Silurians, which is nice. Again, I mean, they used to be a thing. Dinosaurs on a spaceship. Oh no. The Power of Three. That was an interesting idea. Terrible ending. Interesting idea. And that was it. Yeah, no, don't like it. I've got to draw something. This is a drawing stream. We have to end on a drawing. You remember the dinosaurs? I will draw a Triceratops. Being ridden by Mark Williams. It's called a Triceratops. Probably should have drawn 3 things somewhere. Just like a hippo, really, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I liked it before. Turns out I can't draw a Triceratops. Dinosaur boss brush, go! Draw all the dinosaurs, in order. There you go, there's 3 things. Draw the Doctor, start with the Dalek, end with the Doctor. One of the silly Time Lord outfits. It's a bit similar to that, actually, isn't it? Do I not know what dinosaurs are? Not really. Why does it have a fluffy tail? What is that? Space dinosaur. This is a rhino. Cool. Good to know. I wasn't a dinosaur kid, alright? I don't know what things are. I was really proud of the head bit, and then everything went wrong. Well, goes with that. I refuse to look this up. This is what you're gonna get. Okay, fine. Also, it just has 3 legs because it's a Triceratops, right? Cool. Got the horses all over again. Have I? I don't think I've made it clear enough. I'm not an artist. I don't draw things. I'm a writer who is forced to draw. Maybe I need to do Dinosaur Toba. Oh no, that's a good idea. Random dinosaur every day, random adjective every day. I must draw a frustrated Ankylosaurus. Dinotuberia. What? Oh, like Dinotopia. That was a show. But bad. Bold claim. Also, this is to scale. Sorry you screenshotted this. Again. I am not an artist. I'll leave the art to the people who know what they're doing and are interested in it. And are passionate about it. I, on the other hand, have written stuff that I want to draw. What does only have 3 legs? It's a Triceratops. It has 3 legs. It's in the name. Try. Strictly speaking, it should be called a Tricerabottoms, but nonetheless. It's not what the tri's referring to? Well, prove me wrong. Show me a Triceratops. A real one, a living one. You can put whatever bones you like together. Anywho. I'm glad I ended on a high. So, by which I mean something that I would have made whilst out of my mind on drugs. I've never taken drugs, but I feel like if this is the sort of thing I make off of them, I never should. So let's end. Thank you for coming along, everybody, to this fever dream. Becoming more and more chaotic as time goes on. I blame the heat, but it is actually getting cooler. Been losing our minds since yesterday. You don't look far back enough. I've been losing my mind since I started streaming. Got this stream of consciousness for 2 hours. Weird things happen. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, if you were to sit me down with you in a room and ask me to talk to you for 2 hours, I would, A, I'd be exhausted after half an hour. B, that half an hour would consist almost entirely of pauses and ums, which, to be fair, that is, the ums are staple feature of these. But like, there's something about streaming that just makes you say your brain. You just offload your brain, and it's all there, and you become a gibbering vegetable at the end of it. It's like, the Phantom of the Opera was something in combination with Carnaggio. Yeah, need to fill the silence. You don't have to. This is the thing. Like, there are plenty of streamers out there who embrace dead air and just embrace the fact that their streams are going to be quiet and calming and relaxing. But for some reason, I just blather my mouth for 2 hours. You always feel like you have to. Oh, that's what I quite like about your streams, is you don't. There are pauses, and when you get into what you're drawing, it's nice. I always knew I was a gibbering vegetable, specifically a parsnip. Can't complain. Because you want to talk to the people. I mean, last stream you didn't say anything. That was brave. Anyway. Not by choice. Well, still. If my microphone wasn't working, I wouldn't stream. That's probably a thing. The name Triceratops, which literally means three-horned face, is derived from the ancient Greek words tri, meaning three, charos, meaning horn, and ops, meaning face. I wonder how they got between those things. Yeah, that's fake. Anyway, thank you for sharing. Anyway, I'm like a flat earther, but I'm a three-legger. All dinosaurs have 3 legs. Well, thank you for coming along. You're welcome, Oobs. This is what you get for hating Moffat. Your hatred of Moffat comes out in verbose explanation of as why his work isn't very good. My hatred of Chibnall comes out in creating something like this. Hatred is a driving force for creativity, and I have made a 3-legged Triceratops, and I love them, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for having a time and keeping me company on this trip through memory lane. And discovering that people don't like the new series of Doctor Who. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was doing well. Anywho. Thank you for coming along. Have a wonderful time, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. On Tuesday, hopefully, we'll start on the old picnic thing. Get cracking with that. Try and work out a better look for it. Whether or not I'll finish it. Well, I won't finish it on stream, obviously. But whether or not I'll ever get around to finishing it, I don't know. But it's a good time, so hopefully we'll get on with that. And then pray Wednesday, Saturday, etc. It's a new week. Hopefully I can actually get stuff done this week. Have a wonderful time, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you again for coming along. It is nice to have a chatty stream. Yeah, let's get a song to end the stream on. Should have done this while I was talking. Hey. I don't know. What sounds sci-fi-y? If in doubt, Imaginarium. Let's do that. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful time. Goodbye.